Hello children, welcome to my class. In this session, we will discuss what is a balanced chemical equation, how to balance the chemical equations. In my previous class, I told you what are the characteristics of a chemical reaction. We discussed all the characteristics of a chemical reaction with lab activities. Okay, now in this class we will discuss what is a balanced equation, why we should balance the chemical equation. So what is a balanced equation, why should we balance? Balanced chemical equation. Listen to me. When you go to a shop to purchase vegetables or something else, if you want to purchase 1 kilogram of tomato, what the shopkeeper does, what the vendor does, he uses 1 kilogram stone, okay, iron stone, okay. Next one, he keeps tomatoes or whatever the vegetable you need in another pane of the balance, okay. When the needle is in the middle, then the mass of the tomatoes is equal to mass of 1 kg. Are you clear? 1 kg stone. Are you clear about that one? So then we say that you received 1 kilogram tomatoes or 1 kilogram vegetables. Are you clear? In the same manner, in a chemical reaction, mass of the reactants must be equal to mass of the products. This is nothing but law of conservation of mass. Why should we balance the chemical equation? As for the law of conservation of mass, what do the law of conservation of mass says? See, in a chemical reaction, mass neither be created nor destroyed. Okay, mass neither be created nor destroyed. But what is happening? It is transformed from one form to another. Are you clear about that one? So, to obey the law of conservation of mass, we have to balance the chemical equation. Are you clear? So, why should we balance? To satisfy law of conservation of mass. To satisfy law of conservation of mass. Law of conservation of mass. Law of conservation of mass. What do this law says? In a chemical reaction, mass neither be created nor destroyed. Okay, this is law of conservation of mass. In a chemical reaction, mass neither be created nor destroyed. So, to satisfy this law of conservation of mass, what you have to do? You have to balance the chemical equation. Balancing in the sense, what do you mean by balancing? Just now I told you, mass of tomatoes must be equal to 1 kilogram mass of the stone. Are you clear? Mass of the vegetables must be equal to mass of the stone, or measuring whatever it may be, they must be equal. Okay, they must be equal. Then it is nothing but balancing. Are you clear? In the same manner, in a chemical reaction, what is meant by balancing? Mass of the reactants. What is that? Mass of the reactants is equal to mass of the products. Mass of the reactants is equal to mass of the products, or equating the number of atoms of each element on either side. On either side, why I am saying on either side? In a chemical equation there are LHS is there and RHS is there, reactants are there, products are there. So number of atoms of each element that are taking part in a chemical reaction must be equal to number of atoms of the products. Number of atoms of the products. Are you clear? Equating the number of atoms of each element. Number of atoms of each element. Are you clear? So balancing is nothing but equating number of atoms of each element of reactants to number of atoms of products. Okay, so what do you mean by balancing? Balancing is nothing but equating the mass of the reactants to the mass of the products. Okay, to the mass of the products, or number of atoms of each element on either side, on reactant side and product side, must be equal. So this is nothing but balancing a chemical reaction. Are you clear about that one? Why should we balance? As for law of conservation of mass. Law of conservation of mass says that in a chemical reaction mass neither be created nor destroyed. Then you may get the doubt. Sometimes color is changing, sometimes temperature changes are taking place. Okay, sometimes precipitate is formed. You may get the doubt. What is happening to the mass of the reactants and products? See, mass is transformed from one form to another. Are you clear about that one? Gases are evolved. Okay, heat is, see, temperature changes are taking place. Precipitates are formed. So no new mass is generated. Okay, so mass neither be created, at the same time mass neither be created nor destroyed. Okay, this is known as law of conservation of mass. Okay, as for law of conservation of mass, we have to balance the chemical equation. Are you clear? Chemical equation. Balancing is nothing but equating the number of atoms of reactants to the number of atoms of the products. Are you clear? Do you understand the concept? The mass of the reactants is equal to mass of the products. Are you clear? Okay, now you make a note of this. I will explain with an example. Now listen to me. What is a balanced equation? I told you. So I will explain with the simplest examples. Okay, we did this. See this, barium chloride reacts with sodium sulfate to give barium sulfate plus, what is that? Sodium chloride. Now listen to me. So barium chloride, this is the word equation, you know that. This is the word equation. Now you write the molecular formulas. That is barium chloride, BaCl2. Sodium sulfate, Na2SO4. gives rise barium sulfate, BaSO4. Next, sodium chloride, NaCl. Okay, already in my previous class I told you have to mention the physical states. Barium sulfate is a precipitate. Are you clear? And sodium chloride is aqueous solution. This is aqueous. Okay, it is formed in what? NaCl. Okay, when you dissolve any substance in water, you will get aqueous solutions. Next one, this one also aqueous. Okay, because how you got barium chloride? When you dissolved barium chloride salt in water, you got barium chloride solution. Okay, this is aqueous. Next, sodium sulfate is also aqueous. Are you clear? Now, while balancing, you remember one simple concept. Go row by row. Go row by row. Now listen to me. See, write this name of the element. Next, reactants. And products. Now listen to me. What are the elements present here? Tell me. What are the elements? Okay. One by one. First one is the barium. Next one is the chlorine. Next one is the sodium. Next one is the sulfur. The last one is the oxygen. What is that? Oxygen. Oxygen. These are the elements present in this chemical reaction. Are you clear? Now, how many atoms of barium are present on the reactant side? One atom. Next, how many chlorines are present on the reactant side? How many sodiums are present on the reactant side? How many sulfurs are present? How many oxygens are present? Are you clear? Now come to the product side. How many barium atoms are present? One. Next, how many chlorine atoms are present? Next, here, how many sodium atoms are present? Next, how many sulfur atoms are present? How many oxygen atoms are present? What is that? 4. Now, if you observe these reactants and products, see this one. Barium on reactant side, one atom is there. On product side, one atom is there. So, it is balanced. Next, here chlorine on reactant side 2 is there, but here on product side, so it is not balanced. Next, here sodium is 2, here on the product side 1, so it is not balanced. Next, sulfur on reactant side 1 atom is there, on product side 1 atom is there. Next, this one is balanced now. Next, oxygen, here 4 are there on reactant side and product side 4 are there. This one is also balanced. Which is not balanced here? Chlorine is not balanced and sodium is not balanced. Are you clear? While balancing a chemical equation, you have to remember a simple concept, that is, never change the molecular formulas. Never change the molecular formulas. Simply, you have to multiply the quotients of the compounds. You have to change the quotients of the compounds. Don't write, see for example here 2 sodiums are there, but don't write Na2 like this. Never change the molecular formulas. Molecular formulas never change. Okay, the simple thing what you have to do, you have to change the quotients. You have to change the quotients. Here it is 2, sodium is 2, but here 1 sodium is there. So what you have to do, you multiply this with 2. Now observe this one, 2 sodiums and 2 chlorine. Now here I am writing, see this one, is it balanced or not? Here I am writing the balanced equation. barium chloride plus sodium sulfate gives rise barium sulfate to NaCl. Now it is balanced. Now it is balanced. Okay, this is the first. This is aqueous. 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 Now it is balanced. Are you clear? Okay. While balancing, you always start from the simplest one. Simplest one. First you check which is not balanced. Okay, start from that one only. Are you clear? Any doubt in it? Okay. So first you write the word equation for the given chemical reaction. After that, what you have to do? You write the molecular formulas. And list out the elements that are present. Next, how many atoms of each element is present on the reactant side and product side. Are you clear? Then go balancing from the simplest one. Are you clear? Okay. One more example here I am giving. See this one. Nitrogen plus hydrogen gives rise ammonia, NH3. Are you clear? Simple. See this one, how many nitrogen is there? 2. On reactant side, products, here element. Tell me, what are the elements present? Nitrogen is present, hydrogen is present. Only 2 elements are present. On the reactant side, how many nitrogens are there?
2.
Okay. Next, how many hydrogens are there?
2.
Next, here on product side, how many nitrogens are there? 1. Here?
3.
Now look carefully. Nitrogen here is 2, here is 1. So it is not balanced. Here it is 2, here it is 3. It is also not balanced. Then what you have to do? You multiply this with 2. Okay. 2 nitrogens, 2 3 is 6 hydrogens. Are you clear? Next, 6 hydrogens are there. But here how many hydrogens are there? 2. So how will you get 6 from 2? By multiplying 2 3 isn't it? So multiply with 3. Now it is balanced. Are you clear? You think it is very easy. Okay. But to master balancing the chemical equations, what you have to do? You practice all the equations that are available to you in the textbook or wherever it may be. Okay. You practice that. If you didn't get, you ask me, sir, how to balance. Are you clear?
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Right. Let us summarize what we learned in this session. In a chemical reaction, mass is neither be created nor destroyed. This is nothing but law of conservation of mass. A balanced chemical reaction is one in which the number of atoms is same on both the reactants and product side. We balanced few chemical reactions and we have written chemical equations and we verified, that is, mass of the reactants is equal to mass of the products. Thank you, children. Do support and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.